Hi, it's Alison Mead from Silicon Bullet with another Xero workthrough video. So today I'm going to tell you what to do if you've been overpaid by a customer or if you have overpaid a supplier. So in this example, I'm going to look at on the 1st of December in my bank reconciliation screen in Xero, Truxton Property Management have paid me just over £1,000. It hasn't found anything to match it to, so I'm going to go to find and match. I'm then going to go and look for Truxton. I just usually put just enough of the name in there to make it individual and then do a search. And we can see now that there is no invoice to match this against. You have one of three different scenarios that you can do. So we can set up a new transaction, and this is going to be a new spend money because it's money that's gone out. You have the first option of doing a direct payment. What this means is this amount of money is never going to appear in your supplier's ledger, but you just need to tell Xero what it is that you bought from them. And we're seeing it's the rent, and we can put the rent in, puts the VAT if applicable, and that's going to post it to the ledgers. So that's going to basically just create a new direct payment to Truxton Property Management. If you look in the customer contact record, it means you will see the fact that you paid them, but it hasn't been matched against a bill. If this is somebody that you actually normally get bills from, then I would not recommend using the direct payment because it could end up that you end up double entering this. So the second scenario is you know that this is for rent, but you're just waiting for the bill to come in from them and you haven't had it yet. So in that case, I would do a prepayment. I know that this is rent, it's to Truxton Property Management, and we can put in the fact that it's for rent. We can put the tax code in, especially if you are cash accounting and you're needing to account for this on your VAT return, but you just haven't had the paperwork in yet from the company, then this is what I would do. What will happen then is later down the line, when you receive the invoice, you will then be able to allocate this prepayment to the invoice, and Xero will do the necessary adjustments to reverse your prepayment correctly and just allocate the payment to the invoice. The third scenario, which might well happen if somebody has accidentally paid you for two invoices or you have accidentally paid a supplier for two invoices, then this is an overpayment. What will happen with the overpayment is you may well request a refund or give a refund to the supplier, or it might be that you can offset this against future invoices. And in this case, it's going to appear in your balance sheet, either in the accounts payable or in the accounts receivable, depending on whether it's money coming in or going out. And then it's going to be there. So I'm going to save that transaction. When you hit save, it all goes green. You can hit your OK, or you can hit your reconcile down there. So those are the three different scenarios. Now, as I did for that one with Truxton, I'm going to now go and show you what that looks like in the bills area. So can you see now in Truxton, there is Truxton Property Management, 1st of December, and it's a negative because it was an overpayment. Okay. What I'm going to do now, though, is put a new bill in for Truxton because then the invoice has arrived. So I'm going to put Truxton Property Management. I'm going to backdate that to the 1st of December. I'm going to do +0 in there because we know it's been paid already. There'll be your invoice number, and then we're going to say it's rent. Now, what I can't remember now is how much that invoice was for. It was 118,125. Right, so I'm going to do 118,125 in there. We're going to put it to rent. We do have VAT on this particular rent, and this is tax inclusive because that's the amount that I want to see. Now you'll see when I hit approve, Xero is clever enough to see that because I did that as an overpayment, it has an outstanding credit. If you did a prepayment, it will appear in exactly the same way. We can now allocate that overpayment to this particular bill. And there we go. That's now been allocated. The other option that we have, if we didn't want to allocate it there, so I can come back to this bill and I can remove that allocation if that was incorrect and I didn't want to allocate it. That will then allow us to also, if you're receiving a refund for it because it was an overpayment and you're not owed them and you're not going to be invoiced in the future, then you can actually put in a refund instead. So there you go. There is a whistle-stop tour on how to deal with overpayments, or if you've been received too much money in Xero, starting off with seeing it in your bank reconciliation window. I hope that's proved useful. If you want to find more hints and tips, then you can look at my blog at blog.siliconbullet.com. You can go to Bookkeeping Basics podcasts if you're a beginner and just starting out with bookkeeping, or if you're a new business owner wanting to know what you should do with your accounts, or if you could follow Silicon Bullet on YouTube for more hints and tips videos, or when I give you hints and tips when I'm walking my dog Daisy down at the forest. So that's Alison Mead from Silicon Bullet signing off. If you found this useful, please do put a comment down below on YouTube, or if you've got other videos that you would like to see, also please leave me a comment, as I'm always looking for inspiration for things that people find difficulty with in Xero. Right, thanks, Alison Mead signing off.